around Harry. North on their T side of their map pick and a fast B play with already 2 picks.
Yeah, this B-bomb site hold from Woxic and Rops has already been dismantled within seconds of this round opening up. And oh my word, all the kills come through for North. We've had such mixed results. And uh-oh, CHRISJ! Where has this come from? What is he doing? He's managed 3 kills, and this round has suddenly swung the way of mousesports, all on the back of Chris and his deadly deagle.
Also not too easy. He's going to walk right into Frozen, so mousesports take the second round. And imagine this is going to be a close one. Katie and Gade already trying to pick out the A site. CHRISJ has been caught down sandwich by that AWP, and Gade is very, very deep as well. He knows Karrigan is close by, and Karrigan will go right through the smoke. They're not going to hear it because of all the utility landing at the same time, but this position is so valuable. Cadian ready for it, however. Keeping North in the advantage here. Frozen does his best to draw it back, but he gets wrapped because Gade is so deep within the site.
Resides, and they have very much narrowed this one down. He does manage to find Valdez, and now 1v2. Oh, the man on our screen certainly doesn't feel impossible. Tries to deny the bomb plant there with the wall bang.
Positions like E-Box, and Cadian did, so massive kills from him, of course, someone we want to see step up on a map that favors Orphers, but what a fast play from AZ in this round. The nade, it damages his teammates, but he goes ahead of it. Woxic with the AWP back in the CT spawn, trying to hold his own, but the smoke has come down, and that will cut off his line of sight. Can't drop Cadian through the bottom of the train. North now 4 on 3, and the bomb on the site as well. They can get this plant in sooner rather than later.
Oh, but I like that from AZ. Straight through the smoking con, just takes the fight onto CHRISJ. And now with Valda in this A bomb site, they're going to have a very good idea. Now both Frozen and Woxic, the 2 new additions. And they will. Frozen just pushing through the smoke there up in the rafters.
Spawn. Look at this play, deep into the pop dog. mousesports tried to go. 1 kill, and the reload from Kiebi forces the peak from Frozen, but he only gets the tag as Kiebi climbs up the ladder. Now, does he choose to go further? It's a no. Smoke on the molly, and Woxic moves in as well with the double. This will keep the A site under control for the time being, but North, still 3 players, make that 2 left alive.
Oh, and now it is just Kiebi. Was able to find his first kill of the match in this round. Now he needs 4 more, and he is a long way from this bomb that's currently dropped inside of Maid. He's able to spot Rops, and you notice there, right, the second that A play came in, Rops played this double pop dog setup. That's something that North seem pretty aware of though, and they drop the nade. Now the nade, double purpose there, is both to do some damage on a Frozen and force him out from the pop, but it also covers the noise of the drop, so he was not aware that there were 2 players in the pop dog for that peak, and that's netted the man advantage here for the Danish squad.
Funnily enough, I think it was MSL, the first person, you know, obviously no longer on North, but when he was on North, the first person I saw actually break out those windows above pop dog to try and fake the sound of a flashbang going in, or cover the sound rather of a flashbang going into pop. That's a wall bang though. Gade getting tagged down to 11. Valde does fall, and Woxic is just having a field day right now on train 2.
Throwing in this fast A play.
Oh, but Karrigan's already caught. Maybe a gap on the right side. He might be able to find a slight angle, and Karrigan runs right through it. Certainly will. Gade upgrades his weapon, and he can just run back as now mousesports. They're going to be confused with how deep North have really gotten. Valde getting traded in the meantime, and Rops does spot AZ, even getting the kill as AZ gets hungry for the frag, rather.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe anti-timing. Timing 2, the sequel. Up.
That was
find some success in this round.
Oh, well, there's a start. Cadian already taking down Karrigan, down Ivy. Quick pick, and that's going to open up a little more room for North to play with. AZ catching CHRISJ, getting aggressive after Woxic finds the pick down on the B ramp, but Frozen still defends A main.
Yeah, if he's able to find Valda, then Frozen can suddenly drop down in the knowledge that Ivy is clear, and now he is given a bit of a safe space. Focus all his attention onto main. He spots AZ, and now it is just Cadian who's been able to sneak out. They have to get in. They have to get on this bomb because the time is starting to betray them here. Cadian, nice shot to drop Woxic, and now just 1 man left standing. Rops, he gets the kill. He's on the defuse. It's going to come down to the wire.
He's got it.
Down to the 1v1. And with a millisecond to spare, mousesports is going to get that 9th round by the skin of their teeth. They've had what little they did have eroded down, but Kiebi keeping an eye on main where Frozen resides.
It was actually the molly that went down from mousesports. It had a huge gap in the side, so mousesports are not going to be watching Popdog thinking it's molly. CHRISJ abused the gap. The issue is Frozen's up in main. They should have known about it, but he finds 2 kills as they try and exit through the Popdog. That bomb dropped, and Valdi's got to save the day. 15 seconds to do so, and then not giving him the duel. He's got his back turn, flicks back for the damage, but surely he can't win this one with 2 players on either side. 1 HP for Rops as the nade dunks down, but mousesports win the round.
Ooh, the aggression from Woxic at B does get spotted and get shut down though. And this has facilitated the heavy B rotation from mousesports. He gets the information that this avenue is clear, and now with all the utility raiding into B, it's very telegraphed where this ends up. Frozen and CHRISJ laying waste to the attempted B bomb site push, and it's mousesports to pick up an 11th, an 11-4 half
Bomb, and they're going to go right through it. I like it. AZ caught in the middle of the site. He's not ready for this pace. Frozen and Rops both finding a killer piece, and Gade is caught in the Popdog. Teammates have come for the rotation. We've got a triple pop lurk right now, with 1 man wrapping the spawn. But the bomb's down for mousesports, and the post-plant ensues.
And with such a heavy status put to keeping an eye on Popdog, it is going to make it tricky. He's able to dispatch a CHRISJ, but the time's ticking away from them. CHRISJ has got that kit still in play in this round, but he's got to get on the bomb soon, and the shots just aren't coming through. Cadian hasn't even left Popdog, and oh, Carrigan! It's really bad because it's none of the stars are shining. Instead, it's like the moon of the team is lighting the path. But 3-on-3 and a good chance for North to maybe retake this bomb site. It's Frozen going aggressive, who looks to throw a spanner in the works, and indeed he will. Oh, Cadian with that AWP. Doesn't have armor behind it, but he still is able to eliminate Frozen. Pulls this back into a doable situation. 2v2, and here's CHRISJ rearing his head. CHRISJ, oh, they line up. Good night, North, and mousesports onto a 14th. It seems like any time they get an edge.
Hey, they did win a pistol this map.
Yes, so that's something they've been pretty bad at. The issue is they instantly lost the conversion. So, not great, not great. But
and look at this from Carrigan.
Yeah, he's already in A. And actually, no one is physically even ready for him to be this deep. No one is even considering that he could be here. Carrigan, the slippery fish that could. He's all the way through. Oh, what a way to end it. The birthday boy, 3 kills to cement this first map for mousesports, 16-4.
Fast A play for mousesports. They've taken mid and split con, but we've got a double under bulk setup. This is rare to see. And will it work out? Will they check it? It's a no. Cadian, he's got the element of surprise here as they're all over the bomb site. He can drop that bomb, instead take Woxic down, but he misses his shots, and Woxic will pivot and take the frag instead. A missed opportunity and a missed round here from North in a 2-on-4 retake that surely isn't meant to be.
Especially not with both CHRISJ and AZ coming from connector. AZ makes his presence known, and mousesports going to find the pistol out here, which is never really a good sign, right? He's someone who we so often look to be the interview as to how he likes to play B short. He's going to be situated up here and boosts a man up and over the top. The issue is this A bomb site has crumbled, and in spite of the boost, in spite of the 2-man stack over on short, Frozen shuts them both down. Now Gade inside of this A bomb site alone is good for another. Won't be able to find Rops, so a 1v1 transpires.
Which angle will he hold? The wrong one, apparently, as AZ peeks out, checks close right, and North pick up their first round here on the CT side.
So now this buy cobbled together down here. CHRISJ does get out and over the boost. Woxic going to drop Valda down and connector, but not before he dispatches of Frozen. Gade, once again, it was his big performance in the round prior that kind of salvaged it for North, and he's continuing to impress. Second kill in this round, and this leaves Carrigan and Woxic thrust into the 2v4. They're a long way from one another, and this bomb is still back in T-spawn once again. You're really looking to Woxic to try and find something, and he can't.
And mid's being covered as well, so he's got to win this duel with a Deagle, but AZ will not allow him. 2 rounds to North.
This is a choice to keep the AK out on Cadian. Woxic tries. They've lost a man over on A, so they try and take a foothold elsewhere, try and make it worth it. And while they do catch Frozen just rotating out of mid, Woxic was already posted up to trade that out. And it looks like it's going to culminate in the B site play here from mousesports.
And the wrong read from North as well. They've gambled here, Harry, with 3 on the A site. The issue is they've even pushed up into ramp, so I'm surprised they went for this gamble rotate. Maybe just caring about the spawn there was Valde, hoping there was no window boost. It's come back into B and still winnable here for North, who have a 3-on-2 now in their advantage. Just AWP sitting in the back of bench, but AZ almost had the shot. He had the read at least, and Woxic is just shredding them on this B site. 4 kills here, might even get the ace. Cadian's coming from the backline here in the apartments, has a nade for this position, but surely doesn't want to give away where he's coming from. And Woxic, if he doesn't look away here, he's going to be like a lamb to the slaughter, but actually it's Rops to find the final kill.
A lot of the smaller teams who had this at a focal point of their map. Well, Cadian going to drop Carrigan on this entry regardless. Foldy, he's getting wallbanged from Rops, not wallbanged rather, just smoke banged.
Well, but he's still committed here. Going to take the duel to Kiebi and win it out as well. Rops will find another fight that favours him. And mousesports, all of a sudden, 4-on-2. It's only AZ left to stop this cross. And Valde on top of the stairs. Both of them will fall to Chris. Finding the connector means they can't stay in middle any longer. mousesports in the meantime going for the fast B play. Early rotate going to be needed. Kiebi, he's going to hold down the line. The smoke is there. They'll push right through, but he gets one before it blooms. CHRISJ up close as well, finding the trade. There's a man on bench. Do they realize? No. Kiebi dropping the bomb, and he's got Valde side by side. The 1-2 setup here from North, and a third has moved in as well. This is surely unwinnable for mousesports.
But you've still got Woxic left standing, who's been a beast on this map thus far, and Rops had a tremendous time back on trade, and oh no, they're making it happen. They're making it possible. They do manage to deal with Wox, but Rops still alive, still kicking, now down to the 1v1 versus Kiebi, and he holds his own.
No.
Rops with 3. mousesports gonna convert that 2v4 and find a 6th.
Could be if something doesn't change.
Yeah, the one good thing that I guess if you're North you have to look at is we've seen some signs of life from the likes of AZ and Gade, namely Kiebi having a few good showings as well, and he tries his hand at the mid-aggression. Oh no. Oh no. Cadian missed the cross from Chris as well, and there's a lot of C's. There's Chris going to see the man inside of the bomb site just to top things off. Cadian here called for the rotation from Gade and AZ. There's 3 players stacked up inside of B. mousesports running into a stack yet again. Will it finally be their downfall as they're knocking on the door of this B bomb site? And North are here to answer the call. CHRISJ answers back as best he can. Frozen out from the apartments now. And CHRISJ with the Krieg. CHRISJ does finally get dealt with. The wrap from Rops has to come in quickly. Frozen, throw it into the 1v2, essentially inside of this bomb site. And now it's the late flank from Rops to try and do it all.
He came from Cat last time. They might be scared of that, but no one has got their eyes on the back market flank, and he knows exactly where both these players at least were at one point. Oh, he plays for the info, finds Valde as he flicks back around. Does Rops know there's a man on bench to know? Focus on the bomb, and Gaze blindsides him from the sidelines.
Issue they have is if they lose this, if they're not able to convert this round, which really they should be able to when you look at the buy over on the side of Mowers, they're going to be for a world of hurt. Kiebi here shuts down Carrigan, the first man in. They've been conditioned to stack all 4 players at this B bomb site. Cadian up close on the ramp. Oh, he's dancing around. He's dancing at the ramp. And he's shutting them down left and right. It's Woxic, a 1v5. The bomb is down, but that is the only silver lining, and I doubt he's even going to bother peeking into this.
It's not even planted for him. It's a default plant. They just took it desperation. It's running in a 2-on-5 and just trying to plant. That was the aim for mousesports. Or at least keep some money, but they do lose the round. 3 players on double digits here for North. And they have had some very close rounds, but no cigar. Great flashbang from Kiebi. CHRISJ caught out in the underpass, and that's some information as well.
I don't think he was spotted there, but he was the second time around. Carrigan able to delete him. They're not anticipating this fast wrap through from Valde. No smoke in jungle, so maybe a bit of an error there to completely discount this position. AZ and Valde with this crossfire, trying to find something, but they just can't. It's Kiebi arriving once again through the jungle. You're really getting punished for the lack of smokes here on the side of mousesports, and they know where Kiebi resides. He just plucked one for the ranks of Mouse from jungle, and Rops is homing in his sights on this position. It's a 10-5 half in favor of Mouse.
Double play down ramp. That's actually Gade alone. His teammates backed off. AZ's left. They're going to go into the B site. mousesports are playing retake on B. Not too common, but the smokes did draw their rotation. 2 smokes on the A site there from North, and now it's very clear where this push is coming through.
Yeah, these rotations come through from mousesports. Carrigan gonna try and lead the charge, and Only good for one. The clash of the big brains there. Cadian comes up trumps. Now moving back into this 4-on-4, you're really looking towards Gade here to come in late and mop up a few of these players. You can see that number 4 in the minimap rotating in through short, desperately trying to get there in time, but the players inside of the bomb site have to hold their own. Ooh. Gade, the bomb is planted for him. This was all by design, but Rops bests him. Quick double. Where's this come from? How's it happened? I couldn't tell you, but mousesports in with another pistol round. Wasn't really till the fifth sort of round that we saw him find his own. Looked like early on he might have been struggling inside a B. The pass play into this A bomb site, and actually North went for this 4 spy on the back of the bomb plant. They're really hoping that they can find something here, though. If not, you can give mousesports a 13-5 lead. So these rounds are the important ones, and CHRISJ kind of up the creek without a paddle here. He gets left over in CT spawn all alone. North, right? You always look at this roster. It feels like they have all the pieces there. But it's just, you know, whenever you need to have that like consistent player showing up, whenever you need to have a few consistent.
Yeah, splitting. Valde snuck through, but Frozen's holding close, and he's even got a teammate on site to trade. Valde caught checking behind Sandwich, and he'll get shot in the back. Frozen getting away with one. Gade does find Rops in the meantime, but we still had this player up on short to stop the cat play. It doesn't look sure as if North are committing towards the A site, but this window boost may throw a spanner in the works. Woxic's dead. They could even split into B through market here. Boost up from mousesports on the catwalk to try and get more info as to Con, but Frozen has been hung out to dry. He's got to win his duel, and he does. Teammates supporting from short as well, and CHRISJ with another 2K to round out 14 for mousesports.
Already in the lower tunnels, but there are players posted up here to deal with this. It's Gade and Valde lying in wait on the other side, and they're trying to bait the peek out from CHRISJ, but the timing could not be worse. Gade falls just as Valde gets that reload off, and Chris does hang around just a little bit. Drops that smoke to try and fake that he's fallen back in towards middle. Valde didn't fall for it.
It's only Rops committed within the bomb site. He's got to get at least 1 kill here to set his teammates up for the retake. Going back towards under Balk. 3 mollies on North. This should get covered, and it will. Rops pushed out behind the cinder blocks, but this is still a very valuable position. Valde won't check it. Free kill for Rops, and the bomb spotted as well. He gets traded, but his job is done.
Yeah, and already mousesports are here knocking on the door before the bomb's even gone down, and they've even got as far as to drop it. It actually drops over in CT. That's a disaster. It's AZ left standing, but it's just not happening. There's only 7 seconds left anyway. So the round was all said and done. It's 16-7 here in favor of mousesports. They take this series in a 2-1 fashion. 2-0 fashion, and they're going to go flawless in Group A.